Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Berm with Kyo Boom Daiken. Thank you guys for joining me in this early afternoon here on the West Coast. Today we have a very special guest. You guys know him as that F10 Pyro. I call him Mr. Pyro Elite because if you look in a dictionary or an encyclopedia and you're looking for a pyrotechnician, you will probably see his picture there right next to all of his goodies and all the great stuff that he has to offer. And so before I bring him on, we do have a number of topics we are going to discuss today. Obviously, we're going to talk a little bit about his 4th of July show, but I'm also going to get his opinion and his view on what's going on in the Midwest and what his thoughts are as a pyro concerning everything that's going on in California. And there are some additional stories that I do have that I plan on bringing you guys this week, Evan, because I didn't want to upload it before the 4th of July because these stories are Debbie Downers. We'll get into all of that today on the show. What is going on, Cali Pyro and Jason Murfield from Iowa Fireworks? What is going on? I got your video coming up pretty soon, as well as some special stuff to mail to you. Thank you again for that nice package. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and bring on that F10 Pyro.
Hey, Q. What's up, dude?
Dude, you're always a pleasure, and it's always great to have you here back on the channel, giving us that Midwestern hospitality to show us folk over here how it's supposed to be done. So tell us, what do you have going on, and how was your 4th of July show this year?
Well, nothing really going on, but 4th of July show this year was all good except for an unexpected mishap with a shell, but other than that, doing pretty good.
Oh, sweet, man.
So what do you? As much as I hoped to, but I did burn quite a bit.
I bet you did. Did you go through all your stash? Half of it?
Oh, heck no. As you can see, I still have plenty. But then again, I also buy more all the time.
It's nice. Nice. So what do you got there to show us today? I mean, what anything you've added?
Alrighty, so should I do some Midwest exclusives from the Dakotas?
Yes, you should.
All right. Then one of the new ones that I was really excited about, and I shot 2 of them this year back to back, which was amazing, was shot 2 of these this year. Dakota Apocalypse. Very great cake.
Yeah, who makes that one?
Very similar to the cake above it. This is very similar to this. Just this is a lot more multicolored, and that's a lot more red.
All right, and typically, what stores in the Midwest would carry a product like that?
Which one? This one?
Yeah, either one of them.
This one would be your Spirit of 76 outlet. I believe the Iowa Fireworks Farm does carry Spirit of 76 sometimes. I know they had some Pro Line this year and some other things. And then this is usually just these guys. These guys kind of handle their own product.
Nice. Okay. Nice. Let's see what else you got there.
Ooh, you want to see some goodies? I'll get the Cali Pyros all freaking out. So I have one there.
Oh, sweet.
260 shot kick. And I'll open this up, and you can see this one.
That's what you're sending to me, right?
If I could, I would, buddy. Can't exactly do that.
Let's see here. What is that? That's Fate of Death, right? The 260
Bite of Death. It's one of the
Bite
best.
Of Death.
It's one of the best of the 3. There's a series of 3 of them. I have 2 of them because I like them so much. One of the best red, white, and blue cakes on the market.
Oh, nice, man.
This is the 2 I have here, and I have 10 more.
Dang, you got 10 of those.
Yeah, I got 10.
Jesus.
Technically 12 if you count those 2.
So now,
which is also patriotic.
Yeah, so now you guys see why I call him Mr. Pyro Elite. You know, he doesn't have 1 or 2 of an item. You know, he could probably go about 3 or 4 4th of July as well.
Heck yeah, I could go. Anything. These I am not allowed to burn. These are my mother's favorite. She will not let me shoot too many of these. I had a full case and I've only shot in 2 packs. So that tells you how much I'm allowed to shoot those.
Is that quick fuse right on top? What is that?
Yeah, that's quick fuse. That's perfect fuse. That's fast cake fuse. That's green fuse. That's fast artillery fuse. A bunch of different ones.
Oh, sweet, man.
I got some good old classics that some people dig. Let's go clown products. Let's go uni stuff.
Cool.
Some really good shells that Fireworks Farm. If he's still on here listening.
Did you ever get the master? Did you ever get the Master 7?
Yes, I did. I shot them. They're directly the same as this, just slightly more color.
Oh, nice.
There's no difference between the two. I even had some slightly old school, but slightly better versions sitting here.
So those are just like the Masters, you're saying?
Oh no, these are old school ball shells. These are awesome. I love these.
And look at that. What's that to your left?
Yeah.
Moving on. Yeah, moving on. Next subject.
We're gonna move on from that case. A lot of Cali Pyros will be like, "Hey, I want those." Yeah, no, fine.
Yeah. You can get those at the TNT booth.
Yeah, you get that TNT backroom discount. Yeah, I've got stuff in there. Got some really good sized crackers sitting there. Oh, that's just my little closet of goodies. This is my closet to grab and light. If anybody knows what that is, good for you. Just like these and those.
You know what? I need to find that video you sent me. That was my favorite video. Where you
want to see something better, Keo? Since you're didn't want to talk about that too much. Check out what I still have left.
Good load.
These. I still have full case of these. I have half case of these left. Yeah.
Oh man,
you just got problems, bro.
Yeah, you just got a little bit of everything.
There's like over 100 rockets in that tub alone, including that. These are my favorite out of that tub, though. I got those for free.
Yeah, I think Jason's pretty impressed with your little stash there.
I think everybody can be it sometimes. I mean, I even got Jarendola down there for the real pyro nerds.
Oh, nice.
Dolas, man. Dolas are the movement. Even got stuff nobody's seen in probably 6 years, like these.
Oh shoot. Hey, so tell me, how many Qs did you use for your show this year? I know you mentioned last time you had like over 30 Cobra Qs.
So I had 30 Cobra Qs originally. My show got cut down to 12 on the beach this year. Unfortunately for me, I can only fit so much on the boat. And when you're going back and forth from a dock to a boat, you can only fit so much at a time and going over and over.
Right.
And at some point, it does get dangerous when you do load a boat. So you have to do what you got to do there. And yeah, for people that are wondering, this stash is like 3 cakes deep. It goes all the way back.
Yeah.
Goes all the way back to the wall.
I hope you move that stuff eventually and put it in a storage shed or something.
I'll put it down at the shop. If anybody's wondering, I've got like 40K worth of stuff sitting down at the shop. That's just cases of old stuff that I ain't probably ever going to shoot.
Yeah, and that's 40K Midwestern dollar, not
that's
not
40K
West
Midwestern dollars, which gets you, what was it? It was 12 pallets. 12 pallets with like 16 cases on each, and some of them were 4-1 and 12-1.
Yeah, that's a decent
424
size,
if you want to be specific. I even have old Redapplefireworks stuff. I mean, come on now. Stuff that is not even carried no more. I'm a hoarder. That's actually the. Right.
So what do you have under your bed right now?
Nothing. Car parts.
Okay.
I ran out of room for the rest of the stuff, so car parts went there.
Right. So I was telling everybody earlier before we started the show, a couple of topics we definitely want to touch on, besides a lot of the fun stuff, is I want to get your thoughts on everything going on in California due to some of the topics we talked about beforehand. There's a video I haven't uploaded yet, but apparently besides the explosion, we're going to get into that, but he already knows about that. But up north up north in Sacramento, near Modesto, California, California lawmakers.
I've heard that name a few times.
Yeah, Modesto. Yeah, California lawmakers want to make it a crime or cite your neighbors for watching fireworks. And if they don't report you, that's what they want to cite you for. God. So let's say if your next door neighbor or somebody 5 houses down.
Say I light one of these off and you watch it, you have to report me or you get fined. That's unfortunate.
Yep. And they don't want to fine not just the person, but the homeowner. So let's say if you're renting there or have an apartment, they want to find the landlord.
Don't correct me if I'm wrong. Here's the thing, though. Technically, wouldn't that be as saying somebody is like, oh, what would it be in law? I took like a minor in law in college, and I don't know this. We need Doug from Red Apple in here. He knows what I'm thinking of. It would make you an accessory, wouldn't it, to a crime?
Well, yeah, but I mean, but even if you're just looking outside your window and you're watching somebody,
that's
fireworks. I mean, that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do up north in California.
No, that's incorrect. That's not how that works.
Well,
I do know in Iowa they tried to do something like that towards Dubuque. I know that for sure. They tried to do that, and I got shut down real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, tried to do that in Illinois too, but certain counties were allowed to shoot in.
Yeah, Jason said that's the standard in Cuba.
That's the standard in Cuba where you...
Yeah, so that's what they want to do up north. Now, keep in mind, when I watch this video, this is not like a quick 10-minute video where
it's like
lawmakers are talking about this. This video is like 3 hours long, and I watched about half of it. So they're literally...
is it in like the state lawmakers, like they're actually discussing this?
I'll upload it. Yeah. In a few days, I'll upload it. I'll give you guys my quick thoughts on it. But they're literally just hashing out all the deals between the fire department and all these lawmakers about what they can do to stop fireworks. And a lot of it has to do with penalizing neighbors or just sightseers for just looking.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Would that technically count for safe and sane in California then?
Well, it depends. I mean, not every city,
obviously, and having a gun. Yeah, that's actually a good point. You can get in trouble for having fireworks, but not a gun. That's where we're at.
Yeah. For fireworks, not every city you can shoot fireworks here in California.
No, so fireworks have always been a gray area in certain states. Like, you have states that have very finicky gray area laws, like Illinois. You can shoot certain things here. You can't, for example, you can't have bottle rockets in Illinois, which I didn't know that was a law until this year. Somebody sent me a link to it. I'm like, oh, really? What the hell? But you can shoot cakes. Like, okay. You can't have aerials, but you can't have bottle rockets? Okay, whatever. Yep. I mean,
you know what? Go ahead.
There was and the guy from Firework Farm, he'll know about the Quad City area and what I'm talking about with that. They had a big uproar about calls about fireworks. Same thing happens in Des Moines and stuff like that, and I know he's close to Des Moines. We had 0 injuries, and we had a total of fireworks calls of 10 from the time of June 1st till July 5th. There was 10 firework calls, complaints, and we had 0 injuries. Now, what's that tell you? Considering it was basically daylight here on the 4th.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because sunset didn't set here till about 9:10 p.m.
It set here, I want to say, well, it got dark enough to see stuff at like 8:30.
Yeah, that's about right.
But I was on the river, so it affected me slightly different. I was, on the shore. I wasn't really paying attention that much. I was more paying attention to have a good time, and that's just my guess. It could have been later than that. I wasn't looking at my phone.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that video. Where the heck is it?
Is it literally just the state lawmakers complaining?
You know what? I'll show you guys just a couple of minutes of it while I'm here. State Fire Marshal.
State Fire Marshal. Are they?
Oh, no. This is another one. So another story that I'm also going to do is the State Fire Marshal may sell illegal confiscated fireworks. I think I've shared that one.
Okay, first of all, no. That would then make him the ultimate Cali plug. Let's put that in perspective.
Basically.
Because, let's put it this way. I saw the photo of Long Beach. I have most of that stuff in my stash. Like, what?
Wow.
I would be at that police auction, fire marshal auction in a New York minute. Catch me catching a flight in the U-Haul truck. Because you know darn well they don't know what it's worth.
All right, so here's a clip of the video. This video is about 3, maybe 4 hours long. I just want to show you guys a few minutes of it.
Oh, I got.
Let me turn down.
And there's it. Okay.
Yeah, let me fast forward it a little bit.
Amicus will be.
Oh, it's a conference call.
Yeah.
Over a review of the unfunded.
No, hold up. Let me find it. Hold up. Now,
went out to the market
this is all about rental housing and stuff.
yeah, but there's a part in here about fireworks, and it was like 3 hours long. Oh, here it is, right here. Let me see if I can back it up.
Status.
Yeah, let me back it up.
Go back to the reporting. You just skipped right past something I'm curious about.
Well, don't worry. I'm gonna re-upload this.
I know.
But I just want you guys to see this. Look at all these guys just sitting around talking about fireworks all day.
Firework enforcement in that manner.
I mean, I do that, but I don't get paid to do it.
We're on the second year now, so
wish I did.
It's happening all year, but obviously there's some peak periods where we're getting a lot more complaints. Around
Oh, they're getting more complaints.
And then
they're getting more.
So, am I right to assume that it's pretty unlikely that there will be a police response to
But look at all these people sitting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then there are also people coming in and out of this meeting.
You want to know what kills me?
immediately?
What's that?
What kills me is that officer right there. You know darn well he lights illegal fireworks.
okay, go for it.
Almost every
Councilmember,
hear me out. Almost every police officer I've ever met, they don't buy safe and sane stuff. They buy the same stuff we do.
And that was the citation numbers. And what we have learned from.
So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys just a few minutes. I'll fast forward a little bit longer. Look. So here's another. Look. So here's another part of the video. So here's 2 more people chiming in.
Yeah.
Fireworks in our district, and I don't know who can claim who has more, but we certainly have a lot of open space, and I think people like to take advantage of that.
If it's open space, it's not hurting anybody.
When I looked over,
They're scared of the sound because it's bothering people's animals.
It was like firework display, like a legal.
Hear me out.
Like a legal version.
Even my brother shared this meme, and that's been a meme that's been going around forever. It's a little Yorkie that's yapping.
I don't know if it had to do with the pandemic and people. Just
and you know what it says.
On their hands, to do these kinds of things.
That's exactly how I feel. Like, listen, that dog yaps 24/7. I haven't called cops on you yet. I like one firework and he yaps more. Get out of here.
Yeah, let me fast forward a little bit. So look, you see how long this video is, right? They're still going about fireworks.
They're still on. They're still on subject 4. There were 6 listed.
It would have to be probably during the daylight where we could actually see the drone. It would probably be a scenario where.
Oh no! Please tell me they're not talking about drones now.
They're talking about using a drone to find them. Yeah. It says during the daylight.
And so having a nighttime image, even with a clear face, is going to require several man hours of follow-up.
Yeah.
He's got a point, though.
Yeah, Kelly Pyro.
What he's saying is it's going to require several man hours because they literally have to attach a light to a drone.
It would be heavy.
To get a clear image on the face. You're not going to get an image of a face.
And you know that's illegal, right? You're not supposed to add attachments to a drone.
No, you're not.
And identify and cite a offender.
Because they can technically be used as a weapon.
Yeah, if it accidentally falls off.
Yeah, GoPro smacks to the head.
Look, I just fast forwarded 20 minutes into the video. Look, they're still talking about fireworks.
Yeah.
Information to actually change behavior. And so some of it is around choice architecture. For example, in England, when they started.
Oh, now they're talking about England. Look. Anyway, you guys will have to stay tuned for the follow-up video on this. Look, I just fast forwarded another 20 minutes. Look.
They're talking about they're doing around choice architecture. They're probably not doing around choice architecture unless it's those like California takeover car events, which I know people have been shooting fireworks at those.
Oh, here it is right here. Amendment to Title 10 and fees charges for illegal fireworks.
Let off fireworks. So certainly we're not going to go after a school district for being a social host when they likely don't have any.
Oh, so what they're talking about right here is they want to start citing businesses that leave their parking lots open that allows people to shoot fireworks. So like those strip malls, and they have big parking lots and everything. Well, they want to start finding the business. Yeah, they want to start finding the businesses that give access to people to doing that instead of them locking down their parking lots. That's what they're talking about right here.
You can't do that.
So are there?
That's what they're talking about.
Locate the social host, or
that's not going to work.
Look,
they can talk about all they want. It ain't going to work.
Exactly how you're going to locate the social host.
Well, that's what they're talking about right here.
That'd be like saying, all right, Walmart, you have to lock down your parking lot, even though you're open 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
No. Thank you for the question, council member. So the first question, how are we going to
realistic?
Host?
It's like they're just talking.
So with the penal code, we have to not only locate.
Look, I sat here and watched half of this stuff because I wanted to make sure I had my facts straight. This is why I didn't. This is why I didn't upload. This is why I didn't upload this before the 4th of July. Yeah.
Here's my thing. How did you sit through this without wanting to punch and summit one to your monitor, Geo? I would have freaked out.
Hopefully,
hey man, I'm tough.
Serious?
Change that app to really curtail.
Well, I ask people to send in stories and stuff. I do a little research, as far as like stuff like this. But look how long this video is. This is all they're doing is just sitting here talking about how can we nail people.
I would love to get paid like these people do for this.
In that scenario, know that
yo, I would love to be here being hypothetical. Like we could do this.
All right, I'm gonna fast
play the cops the only one being realistic. Like we can't do that.
Yeah, let me fast forward in another 20 minutes.
It's pretty
look, I just went another 20 minutes. Look, they're still here.
Public properties, it was with the intent.
What's funny is the dude in the top right, he ain't paying attention at all. He's focused on something else.
You know what? I have to give it to these guys, though, because these guys sat through a 3-hour meeting without a lunch break or anything, just literally just going back and forth talking about this stuff. I've literally just fast forwarded this thing over 2 hours, and they're still going.
And what I'm getting though from this though, look at the cop. Look at the cop's face. He is sick of this because there's no actual way what they're saying can happen.
But there may be a problem.
You can tell he's sick of this conversation.
In your definition,
and I feel bad.
It says social.
Well, let me see here. I'll fast forward. Look, they're still going on it. Jeez. Again, I just went from 3 hours and something to 4 hours and 34 minutes.
Sure, just like I know I was looking at new laws too, which is not going to fare well for somebody that's in chat if he's still in here, which is the Iowa Fireworks Farm, and he's one of the biggest stores in Iowa that I know of.
Right.
There's a few that are scattered throughout the state. I mean, there's one in the Quad Cities, which isn't the biggest, but he's got a decent inventory. There's tents that are bigger than him, which is funny. But there's a few different ones that are moving into Iowa. I know of a few companies that I've talked to personally that are looking into moving into Iowa.
Okay.
But
thousands of pounds of illegal fireworks are confiscated across California and destroyed. It costs us.
You have to have so much insurance in Iowa.
Wow. Okay.
For a tent, I believe it was $4 million of liability.
Oh wow, $4 million. That's a lot.
Yeah, and you have to have a certain tent structure. You can only sell certain things. You are limited to. You can't sell towards nighttime. As soon as the sun goes down, you cannot do it. There's a whole list of rules.
All right, well, I got another video here for you. This one's really short, but this is the one.
Fencing comes down. Okay.
Yeah, this is the California ATF and everybody. They want to start selling illegal fireworks, so they want to confiscate your stuff from Red Apple.
Then make a profit.
Of course, Phantom and all, make a profit from. Now, here's the other thing. Not to really jump off topic too much, but remember those guys that were responsible? The ATF, not the ATF. I'm sorry, but the LA explosives team. When they set off that truck.
When they set it off and they blew up the truck.
Right.
I found that hilarious.
Right. So the thing about that was they put too much in there and they weren't sure of the weight. So you know what that means, right? So they put so much explosives in this truck. Right. They put all this stuff in the truck. They weren't sure of the weight. Yeah.
Hear me out. Qualified bomb techs didn't know the weight of what they were doing. Wow.
Exactly. So you know what that means, right?
I mean, I know weed's legal in Cali, but good Lord.
No, but here's the thing. If they can't get their calculation right if they put too much weight or too much pyro in that thing to safely detonate it, that means all the officers that have been writing people citations saying you have 500 pounds worth of fireworks or 1,000.
Oh God,
that means they probably none of their citations are legit, because if they can't properly weigh fireworks, right, it means it's invalid. So if the explosive teams can't get it right, how can a basic officer who cites somebody for having 200 pounds, 500 pounds, 1,000, whatever, how are they even accurate with their numbers?
When they go into this stuff, no good lawyer. If anything ever happens, no good lawyer, or know somebody.
Yeah.
Because there's so many discrepancies that are done by the law, you can get out of almost any one of those tickets. I have an example. Wow. When I first started in this, my dad and me were lighting stuff. God, years ago. And we had a gigantic area in the backyard. It was a 300-foot backyard. And the cop rolls up, and at this point, we have lit every big stuff off. He can't cite you because he has to cite you for stuff he sees.
Yep.
And we had nothing but, fountains and stuff like that. And he quoted a law that says anything that leaves your hand is illegal. And it was smoke balls and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Arrested us for that. He didn't arrest us, but he gave us a really good-sized ticket. It was like $600 ticket.
Wow.
And this was 2008 roughly.
Wow.
And at the time, my brother's best friend happened to be the son of the fire chief.
Mm-hmm.
We contacted him. Then we contacted the police chief. Police chief is a friend of ours, and he's like, I bought that same stuff from the exact same person that you bought your stuff from. I'm tearing up that ticket. I'm going to go have a lovely conversation with my officer, because that's not the law. The law actually states anything that leaves your hand, such as a firecracker or an explosive device. So technically, it means not smoke balls or anything like these.
Of course.
That would mean these are legal. These are zips. What's not legal is stuff like this. Firecrackers.
Everything else in your
room. Yep, you can buy shells. Like, there's a lot of weird laws in Illinois when it comes to pyro. You just have to kind of know your way around it. Like, all this right here is legal. Like,
True.
All this right here is legal, except for this. All these kicks, all this stuff, according to Illinois law, according to the gray area, all legal.
And you know what? That's like $1 million in street value if you're in California.
I know for a fact. I even have a photo if I could share it with you. That right there in Washington's $1,000.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I saw that. That was on Res. That I was like, oh my God, I about choked.
All right, let me play this clip for you because I want you to see it. I want to get your thoughts on this.
Every year, thousands of pounds of illegal fireworks are confiscated.
Hey, Red Apple!
Hey, Red Apple! It costs the state millions to do so. Now, a new bill would allow the fire marshal to sell those fireworks to be used out of state.
But what's to keep them from showing up here again next year? CBS 13 investigative reporter Julie Watts is getting answers.
Oh, shoot.
The detonated illegal fireworks that damaged homes and injured 17 people in LA last week were just 5,000 of the 281,000 pounds of illegal fireworks confiscated in California since last summer alone. State law requires a fire marshal to collect and destroy illegal fireworks, which costs the state about $10 a pound. But instead of spending money to destroy them, a new bill would allow the state to make money off illegal fireworks by selling them to firework exporters and wholesalers like Phantom and TNT to be resold in other states. Are you essentially buying back your own fireworks?
No, we're not. We're buying back other companies' fireworks and trying to get them out of California.
Dennis Ravel is a spokesman for TNT, one of the two firework distributors backing the bill. How much are we talking in terms of savings to the state?
$1.9 million.
He points to a legislative report that found the majority of fireworks seized in California are commercially viable and legal in other states. So supporters project $1.9 million in savings for fireworks the state doesn't have to pay to destroy.
I'll safely dispose of it
and
for
while
you.
the bill doesn't eliminate the $3.6 million in taxpayer dollars already allocated to the Fireworks Enforcement and Disposal Fund, it does require new revenue from the sales is added to that fund, and any savings achieved must be allocated to enforcement efforts.
We're still analyzing the bill.
Cal Fire's Daniel Berlant says there's already adequate to put funding in the budget to cover their cost to destroy seized fireworks, but he acknowledges more preventative enforcement is needed.
And that starts by stopping it from coming in over the border.
Which begs the question, if we're simply sending seized fireworks back out, what's to keep these fireworks from ending up right back here next year?
They're not going to a neighboring state, first and foremost.
He explains the law prohibits the seized fireworks from being sold in neighboring states, and resellers risk losing their license if the fireworks make their way back. Berland says there's only one way to ensure that doesn't happen.
We know for a fact when we send these fireworks off for disposal that they are never making their way back in California.
I want to know what
interesting idea. The bill unanimously passed the Senate and has no public opposition, but we're told Assemblymember Jim Frazier decided this week not to hear the bill in his committee, meaning it may not move forward this year. His office did not return our request for comment.
They did not have a request to comment.
Yeah.
There's something about that. There's some lobbying going on there.
Yeah, you know TNT's behind that kind of stuff. So basically, they're going to steal from Area 51, Red Apple, and Outlaw, and then give the powder back over to TNT.
Both of those, which is quite funny. Red Apple sells because of the marketing. They have good marketing. Let's be honest. They have a really good marketing team.
Absolutely.
That's the that's the killer there. A lot of the companies I buy from, I don't ever see marketing.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you get the basic labeling and everything. You got to have something that pops, you know, something that gets somebody's attention.
Have anything. The one thing that I have that pops, I have like the White Tiger stuff, which is patriotic. I've got, Brothers doesn't advertise. I grew up in a generation where you could watch World Class on the TV, man. You used to be able to find the mine shells. Sleepy Joe America. That is not the truth. It was still bad when somebody else had a pissing match with China too. That's when all this started. Can't tell anybody. When you have a pissing match with the main importer of goods like this, you're not going to fare well.
Yeah.
But I do hear, and this is through the pipeline from NF and some other people, Japan may pick up the slack, and I am all for it.
Really? How many firework factories do they have in Japan?
Quite a few. And if I were to show you videos of the quality of the stuff they make, you would never buy anything from China again.
Oh, I'd have to see some stuff. I'd honestly like to see
Let's put it this way. They can make a true 3-inch 1.4 legal and still make it break like a 1.3. They're nerds, man. They're great at what they do.
Have they actually imported or exported any fireworks to another country?
In the 1.3 market, we have a lot of Japanese shells. A lot. And they are all of the top shells that you see, those quote-unquote ghost shells that are beautiful and amazing and perfectly round. Those are Japanese, not Chinese.
Oh, nice.
That's them. They're, oh my God. It's like, I've noticed lately on the world stage, they are really technologically advanced.
Well, hopefully we can start getting some stuff from them, and it may be a little cheaper too.
I would love it. I've seen the prices of their just domestic market fireworks. You can get an assortment like this just with aerials from there for essentially what would be $40 or $30 US, and it's up to here. And it's just full of aerials, big cakes and stuff. And it's like, jeez.
Jason or anybody in the chat, do you happen to know what's the current shipping rate from Japan right now?
Ooh, I do know, but it's not. It's less than China. I know that. But
per container.
Per container, but it's 1.3. It's not 1.4 base. So if they're not a 1.3 importer, they would not be able to have that information.
No, I mean just in general, just like on any container from Japan. What's the cost?
Talking about tax-wise on it?
No, just the current cost on a container. Like, let's say a China container is $47,000, and Japan would be
container from Japan. As of when Lynch launched their prices from there, when they got some shells from them,
right?
It was for their container, which was a very small capacity container for what they bought, was 49,000, 50,000, something like that.
So it sounds like it's okay.
and it was pretty. I mean, a container you can have a lot of cases. I mean, they're packed. I've opened a container. I've done that. You have no airspace.
Yeah, Jason is saying any Asia container is 25K and 1.3 is 31. But I was just asking as far as general, like even if they were shipping cars or whatever, anything per container,
I know
video games or whatever,
because there's a liability in that.
If it was the same amount.
God.
Okay.
No, but I know Japan's just really good. 1.3s, yeah. It depends on the 1.3 though. It really depends on the 1.3. Some stuff is taxed. Once you get into bigger shells, it gets expensive. Like once you start, because 12s are a thing of the past apparently, which I don't think that's true. Somebody keeps telling me, "Oh, 12-inch shells are so hard to get." It's like I've seen them at 1.3 bunkers. I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Yeah, and I'm sure you probably got a few of those under your bed in there, huh?
Yeah, no, I'd be arrested. No, I don't dare play around with. I have a personal limit when it comes to personal shows, and 12-inch shells have no room in my shows, nor any warrant in anybody's quote-unquote backyard show with a license.
Mm-hmm.
The minimum safety distance on that's like a quarter mile, in my opinion, because the size of the stars can burn a hole in you, and I'm not really willing to risk my family's safety for a big firework. That's just a personal opinion.
Yeah, you know what? I've seen a video recently. Somebody was shooting off those in the middle of a street. I think it was LA or something. You know, I'm not going to say it was LA. I'm not sure where it was, but it was a residential neighborhood.
I've seen some Cali Pyro stuff that's chasing clout. I mean, they do some dumb stuff. I mean, you know, you can only play a dumb game so long before you get raided, and that's a not so subtle jab at somebody.
Oh yeah, there's lots of people out there, you know. Showing their addresses
don't
and
understand
stuff.
the clout chasing. It's like, cool, you have all these 1.1s. They're not yours though. I know the people that own those containers and those storage units. Those are not yours. You're just friends with them. Stop it, please. You know, there's a difference between what I will show you here and what I actually have. That's the difference between certain pyros. And I mean, hell, store owners are a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have their own personal stuff that they'll never show you.
Right.
Which, awesome for them, because if they show you a video and they tell you to keep something secret, shut your mouth. You know, don't post it on the internet.
Yeah,
and granted, all my stuff's old. China will no longer ship 10-inch. Have to get married in Japan. Yeah. Yeah, because they go up so high. They're awesome, though.
China will not ship larger than 10 inch. Have to get an American, Japan, or
They're
UAE.
awesome. Yeah. You have to have FAA clearance. What's that tell you about the height
crap.
of them?
Yeah, that's some serious stuff.
Awesome, though. God,
I can imagine.
People shoot off barges here.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, one other guest I was hoping to get on today, but they were busy, is actually a guy named Bang Bang Pyro or Bang Bang.
My buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to get him on.
Him out of PA. His view. So the pyro view in PA is way different than me in the Midwest, because PA, I think, has a more positive approach. There's a lot more open shoots there.
Yeah.
And Display Fireworks 1, he's out there, and he's shot a few times with Display Fireworks 1.
Mm-hmm.
He has nothing but good things to say about him. I'll say that much. But if you're talking about Pyro Elite, he shows more than I do. I limit myself to what I show, you know.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, no. I mean, exactly. I mean, I kind of limit myself, but you know, I have, I got some old school stuff. Got some DOT things. I even have this. Jason, if you're watching and you want this, hit me up.
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a real nice, and I swear it's, totally legal 7-shot 200-gram cake. That big of a bore on it. It's a DOT cake. I have no clue what it does. I had no straight answers from the collectors forum. They couldn't give me an answer. They told me rising silver flower, which I know what that means. But I even have these. You ever seen these before, Keo?
Let me see. Oh yeah.
These
I've seen those.
I think they're like either 1.5s or 1.25s. But these are I don't think I have the box anymore either. I had the box to show you.
I will neither confirm nor deny if I've seen them.
You've had these.
I'll neither confirm nor deny.
I got a nice little number 4 5-inch brown cans. I actually gave these to a buddy of mine, Coconut Freaks.
Jason says, "Come over, we can trade."
Ooh, is that the dude from Fireworks Farm? Correct.
Yes, it is. That's Iowa Fireworks Farm.
Not that far from me either. He's only 2 hours.
And I'm gonna have to make a trip out there
I was
too.
gonna hit you up because me and Coconut Freaks were looking for some stuff, but because I brought him up to Iowa, which is rare for him to travel, and I got him to travel. So if that tells you. How about this, Jason? Meet me halfway. Meet me in Iowa City. I ain't trying to drive all the way past Des Moines. He's way out there. He's out in the boonies. He's out in Tornado Alley.
So let me ask you about that other situation regarding what happened in LA. What's your opinions and your overall thoughts on them blowing up that truck in the middle of the street?
In the middle of the street. That first of all, that's
in the middle of the street.
There.
In the middle of the street, in the middle of the city.
That's just
heavy populated.
Honestly, if you look at the video and you were ignorant, you'd think it was a terrorist attack. I mean, let's be honest. That's kind of what it looked like. It looked like somebody detonated a bomb in the middle of the city. That's kind of suspect.
At 7 p.m. when everybody's coming home.
At 7?
It was at 7 p.m.
Yo, that's not okay. Don't
in the middle of the week.
Don't they have bomb ranges out in California? I know y'all have gun ranges. Go detonate it there. Don't detonate it off the block. Like, yeah, let's just load up after we get out of this house and just ignite this son of a gun. Let's ignite this powder keg. Kaboom. Yeah. Good job, Johnson. You blew up the truck. No, that's not okay. Here's my question. Did they have at any point a licensed pyrotechnician there? Because I just wanted to see the look on his face when that truck turned into a can of soup that sat out long. Like,
that was the bomb squad. I'm sure they have more requirements than a 1.3 pyrotechnician, right? If the bomb squad is out.
No, they have to have one on site. There's no way around that. Bomb technician, 1.3 guy, you need somebody there monitoring these people. Because a cop does not know what's a salute and what's color. You know, they don't know what static electricity or light. What
it was the bomb squad that set it off.
Good Lord!
But I think what's funny is they put out all these false narratives, but eventually the truth finally came out. And then what's funny is the ATF is actually investigating them.
I mean,
how do you like that for poetic justice?
I would love to be on the fly on the wall for that investigation, because the ATF's just like, you morons.
Well, but here's the thing: they don't want to take responsibility for what happened. I think as part. No, not the ATF. It was the LAPD. I think it was them who did.
Oh, LAPD! You're gonna lose a lot of funding that you've already lost.
Yeah, LAPD, they don't want to take responsibility for lighting this stuff off.
Yeah, they need to take
people getting injured.
It was a fuck up that was captured on video. There ain't no getting around that. And it was a pretty bad fuck up. That was a bad fuck up.
Yeah. I mean, well, from my understanding, last time I heard, they don't want to replace any of the windows or damaged properties that happened as a result of that.
Suing so much.
Well, LA County is the sue capital of the world.
Yeah.
So
you guys are sue cap.
Yes, they are. California is sue capital.
Good Lord, I just don't know how. It's the video, because I've watched it at least 10 times, and the way it explodes, it's like, yo, if anybody didn't know there were fireworks in there, they would think it's a bomb. They would have. They would have thought that was an attack, like a deliberate, like an unmarked thing, just a big ass truck, boom, in the middle of a neighborhood. That would seem like an attack.
And they blew up their mobile transport.
That honestly, that's just hey, listen, I just want to know the officer's name who went in there to ignite it. I just want to know that guy's name because I would love to have a lovely talk with him over beer of like, yo, you're retarded. Stop.
Let's see if I can get him on the channel.
That'd be amazing. I would laugh my ass off. I'd be like, yo, listen, you fucked up, right? He had some leave without pay. Like, yo, that wasn't cheap, that mobile transport. That was not cheap.
Exactly.
Like, that was at least like $120,000 of taxpayers' dollars, quote unquote, that they just blew up, literally.
Yeah, and don't forget all the other vehicles that were parked next to it that they don't want
all the cars they're not paying for damage for. I've been around the 3-inch salute when it's come back to the ground, and I was about 20 feet away. That shatters windows. A canister shell salute can break windows. You don't load a truck full. Like, right. I have a rule even when I go buy stuff. There ain't no smoking in the vehicle. There's no vaping. There's no any source of ignition other than us driving and getting to and from. And I drive a truck with a topper on it, a metal topper. Hear me out, a metal topper. None of those canvas things. They attract heat. No, you just don't do that. It's just a video. I've watched it like 5 times. I just can't.
Well, let me ask you: have you actually seen a soda can firework go off in person?
I have a few.
Oh shit!
I have bigger than soda cans. I've got like Gatorade jugs.
Oh man.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that, but oh well. It is what it is. At least I have a license.
Well, you're a YouTuber, so you're an actor. That's how the IRS.
I'm an actor. Yeah. Totally. It's a joke. I didn't mean it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any of this. This is all fake. This is all green screen. I swear to God.
Yep. Yeah, for tax purposes, the IRS classifies every YouTuber as a paid or good or bad actor. So we're just acting.
Also, Logan Paul's a bad actor. Okay, that makes sense.
That's right. That's right. Don't believe anything we say.
God, that's horrible. I'm not gonna comment on that. But that's funny. Good or bad actor? Where's that put you, Keo?
Hey, like I said, don't believe everything I say. This is all smoke and mirrors over here.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, this is good. Eventually, Willy Wonka's just gonna come out and say, "Hey, you want a gobstopper?"
Yeah.
I would love to edit that. That'd be great. No, I just don't understand people these days, man. It's like common sense has left the building.
But the thing is, the first report was they said it was illegal fireworks that blew it up, or they were trying to.
I mean, obviously, anything that they can deem illegal, they're gonna deem illegal. Here's the thing: what people don't understand, sparklers, you can make those pretty dangerous very quick. Common sparklers, which you can buy at Walmart. Those metal sparklers aren't sunshines and rainbows when duct tape and air pockets involved.
Right.
When our military uses them as improvised grenades over in Iraq, when they run out, yeah, that's bad.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
That is bad. That was a story from my cousin who was in Iraq for 3 years. Told me that. He's like, yeah, I ran out, so I made those. Like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. I do what I do. I'm like, seriously? He's like, yeah, I have a video you want to see. I'm like, yeah. Sure enough, he wasn't joking. Just
all right.
Just some.
Yeah, do we have any questions?
Yeah,
or comments from anybody?
From like Jason or something too.
From people in the chat. I know a lot of you guys have already watched my previous video and stuff was going on in California, but do we have anything specifically for F10 Pyro Elite?
Technically in Iowa / Illinois Pyro, mostly in Iowa. Land of bush light and corn.
Cesar Yanez is asking a question here. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. What are your favorite stores to go to, F10? I've been to the farm and the superstore in Missouri.
Okay. I've not been to the farm yet. Hopefully Jason can make my welcome there. I know it's kind of a drive for me, but we'll have to work something out there. I'm sure Jason would be willing to work with me. I have deep pockets, as you know.
We could both fly there and you drive back.
Yeah, you're funny. I can drive there. You would have to fly here. Flights are cheap right now, Kia. Just saying.
I know.
But favorite stores? Seasonal wise, I would have to go Memory. Because they've always been really good to me. They've always got some good prices. They've been really cool with me bringing people in, doing store tours, tent tours. You know, technically it's a tent tour because we don't have a terrestrial store. Apparently they will have one next year, is what I'm being told, which would be nice because it gets hot here on the river, really bad. You think it's bad in Cali? Try it's like 110 here with humidity. It feels like you walk out and you have another shower of sweat.
I know.
Superstore is really good in April. April and like September, Superstore is amazing to be at. In season, it's a nightmare. You can't move down aisles. There's so many people. For as big as the store as it is, you would think there'd be a lot better in and out flow, which there isn't. I'm not dogging Tom. I love the man dearly. He's awesome. Helps me out a lot for finding stuff, and he'll order stuff for me. It's just there's a lot of volume there. There's a lot. Let's put it this way. It'd be like a kid walking into a candy store and not knowing what to buy. That's how you kind of feel in Superstore. You have to go in there with a plan. Let's put it that way. You need to go in there with a plan. I think, Keo, you can understand this too. When you go into a pyro store and you are a pyro, you need to go in there with a plan. Otherwise, you're going to get sidetracked and you're going to be spending way too much time there.
Yep.
You need to go in there. My thing is I use a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. I write down what I need. This specifically, this is what I'm looking for. If I can't find this, I find the alternative. There's always rear apps of everything, people. And then farm I want to go to. I've heard really good reviews about that place. I've seen multiple videos. Joel did a video. 319, who's closer to me. Actually, no, I think Joel's actually closer to me, closer to my house. But they both did a joint video, which was hilarious. And then Big T did a video. So, I guess I'm next in line for a Midwest Pyro to go out there.
Yep. Wait. Has Crazy Steve been out there yet?
Yes. But he has not done a video. He doesn't do store tours. Because he's never in a store long enough. We were going to do a store tour of Superstore and stuff and all the other places we went. But Steve sucks at filming when he's around other pyros. He doesn't focus. He doesn't at all. He's horrible. Like, if you look at our admin thing, it's literally of us leaving with stuff. Does Phantom do the information? Ooh, I do know this. So I do know that question, actually. Even though it says delete user, I do know what they do. So they put you on a mailing list, and they put your information in the computer. Your license is automatically, if it is out of state, like if it's from Cali and you go to a Nevada store, that dings. Phantom, because they are a lobbyist with that, they will give that information over. By doing that, when you buy from them, you kind of have that liability over your head. That's why I don't buy from Phantom. I don't buy from them even here, and they're everywhere here. I don't like that practice. They do sell your information. They say they don't, but look in the fine print.
Well, who do they sell your information to?
Any type of mailer, all that stuff.
I have a video on
car's warranty, that type of stuff.
Oh Lord, I have a video on Phantom coming up. I wasn't going to post it. I've had it sitting, I think now probably since April or so, but I think maybe the community needs to hear it.
Chain stores like that, I am not a fan of. I'd rather support like Jason at Fireworks, Fireworks Farm. I love mom and pop stores. They're what keep the hobby / tradition of this stuff alive. The corporate stores are nothing but a number. You're just a number. You're just another person. And it's corporate. Like everything else, it's like corporate America. It's not individualized. You don't build up a relationship. They don't know you by name. You know, they're not going to sit there and just talk with you for an hour about pyro. They could give two craps less about you. They just want you to buy stuff, get out. You know?
Yeah, that's not the way to do business.
No, it's not. And I got sidetracked, but teaser. So my favorite stores, my top 3 have to be Superstore. It'd have to be Fireworks Farm because I haven't been there, but obviously it's one of the stores that I need to get to. So I'll call it that for right now. And Memory. I really like the dudes there. Otherwise, I have unnamed wholesalers that I go to.
So let me ask you, I don't mean to put you on the spot because Firework Farm Store is new, would you have to say that they're probably within the top 5 or maybe top 3 stores in the Midwest now? I would probably put Spirit of 76 up there somewhere.
I've been to almost every store in the Midwest. Almost every store. I've been out his way multiple times to like the Hales and stuff out that way. So I've been out that way. I just haven't gotten out there recently. I've been busy with a lot of other stuff.
So what would you say is the top 3, top 5 fireworks stores right now in the Midwest?
Okay. I don't like one of them, so I'm putting him at number 5, which would be Crossroads. I really do not like his business practice.
All right.
I don't like the one in Davenport / Bettendorf. Matt in Waterloo is a dream to work with. I've been I have him on Facebook. So for that reason, I'll put them at number 5. Another good one in the Midwest, number 4, I'd have to say is Platte River Fireworks. The guy knows his stuff. He builds some of the best racks in the Midwest, and he's very finicky on how he builds them. He builds them for 1-3 guys. He's an awesome dude to talk to. His wife's also amazing. She's very sweet. She gave me a drink while I was up there with Coconut Freaks.
So number 3. What's number 3?
Number 3 is seasonal, and that would be Memory Fireworks.
All right.
Out of Bettendorf is where they're at. Number 2, just because the sheer volume of what they have is a lot more than other people, would have to be Fireworks Farm. And then the one right above that would have to be Superstore. And I'm going to put this in as a caveat because he is slightly newer to Iowa. He might not be in Iowa next year, which is Old Town Fireworks. He's out in Bettendorf. Jay Newton knows his stuff. He's an old school dude, does a lot of cool stuff with collectibles, but he knows his stuff, and so does his dad. They're not going to sell you a non 200 gram cake. They're not like that. They will argue as a distributor. I've watched them be on the phone with them. It's quite comical, but they go to bat for their consumers, and I appreciate that.
So where would that leave Spirit of 76 then?
Spirit of 76 is slowly going downhill. Let's put it this way, the way they do the volume pricing even for me, like I was looking at spending 20 grand with them. I'm not getting the prices that you should. I buy like a store owner does. It just wasn't worth it for me. And that's saying a lot because I know people that order from Spirit 76. Let's put it this way, Superstore, he cut his orders in half from Spirit 76. He doesn't agree with how they're doing stuff either. And Tom spends a lot of money. Jason knows this. Tom has a lot of money to spend. And when he stops doing something, there's usually a reason behind it.
Okay.
You know, when you have somebody like him who has the sheer product volume, the sheer size of store, the sheer footprint in the industry as he does, and he's not willing to buy from somebody that much, that says a lot. You know,
now let me ask you this: does Spirit of 76 have a storefront?
Yes, they do, but it's very small. most of their stuff is on the wholesale side. Their actual flagship retail store, which is attached to that, is, I would say, about the size of 3-car garage. It's not very big. And basically it's just got singles of products that they on the back and get. But even then, their prices are not reasonable. Even at their retail store, at their terrestrial retail store, it's not reasonable. You can go to Fireworks Farm, Jason, and pay less than you would there.
So
That's
what is
ridiculous.
the price on a box of shells at Spirit of 76 right now?
For their taco shells, it was like $130. For like their plutonium shells, it was like $130. And I saw, and we have a tent that's up here and ran by them. They were wanting $150 for the mammoth shells, the 6-inch ones. They were wanting $70 for.
And you're talking just by the box, not the case, right?
Yeah, per piece. They want $70 for this. That's ridiculous. This is a $33 to $40 cake all day long, not $70. It's not 1-1 or no ad. You don't charge $70 for this. That's highway robbery. Considering the case price for this is like sometimes $90, you don't charge $70. You know, my rule of thumb is when you go to retail, you're going to pay upwards of sometimes. So say, for example, Wilhelmania.
All right, we got a question from JAP19. Do you think California should legalize illegal fireworks now because the police and fire department are blaming things on illegal fireworks, but now the police got caught for lying to the government? Ooh.
I think California will never pass the law because of the sheer amount of wildfires you guys have. Fortunately.
Yeah, that too.
I don't think they will. For the simple fact is you have a lot of money floating around out there and not a lot of common sense. That's
you have a lot of lobbyists out here.
You get a lot of lobbyists. You get a lot of. If they lobby to get it legal, then you probably will get it. But otherwise, I'd have to say, in the near future, within the next 6 to 5 years, I don't see it happening. I'll see it happen here in Illinois before I will there.
Yeah, I don't see it happening here because California it's California.
It's California. It's not as bad as New York, aka the fun police. You know, could be worse. But
and then too, if they legalize fireworks here or the illegal fireworks, I think that would drop the value of it.
I think it would too. If you were to let's put it this way: if you were to legalize cakes in California, simple cakes, not shells, just cakes in general, big, small size cakes, the illegal market would suffer so much. You guys would not understand.
Yeah.
I've seen the prices that you Cali people pay. I feel bad. That's why I always say, realistically, for you Cali people, it is cheaper. And listen to me very carefully. It is cheaper for you to come to the Midwest, shop at the mom and pop stores like Iowa Fireworks Farm and all these other places, and give them your money. Make a vacation out of it. Take the wife, take the kids. You know, they're all see America, for crying out loud. We've been stuck in COVID. Go on a road trip.
Family road trip.
Family road trip, you know, and just do that. Nobody does that anymore. I grew up on stuff like that, you know. I don't fly to Arizona. I don't fly to LA. We take Route 66 and drive that. You know, we're not. You know, my parents are in their late 60s. We don't do that no more. Or their statewide Illinois is specific. It's specific counties. So I know down by Quincy, that's an iffy subject with them because certain parts of the city you can. And sometimes Caesar is based via the officer. If you're out in the middle of nowhere in Illinois, nobody's going to say nothing. If you're in the boonies and you're out in farmland, you know, towns of like 100 people, nobody's going to care. Just go out in the field somewhere, light it off, make sure you don't catch the farmers' crops on fire. You'll be good to go.
Cali Pyro says $55 for a 6-pack of shells. Don't you mean $85? Oops.
I mean, if you're saying I mean, these might be $55 a pack, but yeah, no. A 6-pack of shells here is like Jason, chime in on this. You sell 6-packs of cans.
He's talking about street prices in California.
Yeah,
they're a little more than $55 right now for 6
I think
packs.
they're a little bit more than that.
Spindle.
I mean, let's put it for example, especially for that, they're more than $55 a pack.
Oh man, Jason is selling it. He said, "We'll cook for you, Cali. We'll treat you like your family." Oh man, he's trying to rustle up that business from California.
Jason's really trying to. Hey, hear me out. Jason's really trying to drum up business. I appreciate that guy.
Oh my God, he's trying to get the Cali business.
Hear me out. Hear me out. You give me a bush light, a good corn dog, and a tornado to watch in the distance, we're gonna be good friends. That's a Midwest thing, Keel. You gotta get used to that. When the tornado sirens go on, we walk outside. All right.
He's planning on cooking for Cali people, and remember, gas prices are cheaper out there too.
No,
gas prices are almost $5 in California now.
Hear me out. We're not that cheap. We're like, I don't use cheap gas, so I can't really. I mean, I pay $3.50 a gallon for my gas.
I need you to mail me some.
Yeah, mail you gasoline. That's something that'll go over well. Yeah, I just don't know. With the fines, the fines here in Illinois, I think the highest I've ever seen them go was $750.
Hey, Jason, are you shipping to Cali?
Yeah, no. I would say don't even talk about that one. That's a fine.
Well, I mean, he wants to cook for us. I mean, I just had to ask. I'm just saying.
Send you some food, yeah. I'd guarantee Jason probably is a good cook.
Probably so. You know what? I love that Midwestern air, the Midwestern smell. Taking those family road trips.
Jason, you won't. It smells like cow shit.
Well, I miss all that. I used to take family road trips, and the cattle truck comes right by you, smelling like a bunch of like a bunch of manure.
Hear me out.
But
I don't
the
miss
sticky
that smell,
skin,
the
rain. It just smells different out there.
But what kills me is in the Midwest, you have such diversity. You can go to Missouri and it sounds like you're in Texas. You go to Iowa, it sounds like you're in Minnesota, the far north you get. That's why everybody sounds like Steven. In northern Iowa, I got by Cedar Rapids and stuff. They sound like Minnesotans and they're annoying. And then there's people like me who are around Mississippi. We sound like we're Hicks, which, hey. I mean, put in perspective, my shoes of choice are right here. So I mean,
right,
is what it is. But no, Jason has a point, and I will say this: like, if you're gonna spend $1,000 of fireworks on the street, and you're only getting a couple cakes and stuff, realistically, you can just make a road trip and get more than that, even at Superstore or Fireworks Farm. And Jason, unfortunately, is seasonal. I know he is, which I feel bad for him. I think they should change that, especially if you're out of state. I think they should change that law. That would make you would have a lot more profit throughout the year. But hey, I just don't understand. Just like Cali, weed's legal in Cali, weed's legal here in Illinois. Shipping companies are shipping Cali orders back to Midwest. Sorry, guys. Yeah. They are.
Yeah.
They are. Also, stuff gets stolen from the shipping orders when they go out to Cali, Jason. You know that.
From who? Who would dare steal something?
I could name a few pyros that are on Instagram that talk like they do. They steal off the port. They have people that work at the ports. Yeah, I'm not gonna be mean. I could name a few people, but I help them buy stuff, so I can't really be mean. No.
look at Cali Pyro. He's like, ooh, he wants to know. He's like the all-seeing eye.
Yeah, he wants the tea.
Yeah, we're not that kind of show. We don't put people on blast.
I'm not gonna put people's business
in the street. Come on now, we have etiquette and morals. We're not the LAPD. We won't set off stuff in the middle of the street.
Let's put it this way. They're well known on Instagram for being a loudmouth. That's all I'm going to say. If you're from Cali, you know who this motherfucker is. And Keo, you know exactly who I'm talking about when I say he is a loudmouth.
Hey, I got virgin ears. I don't know.
Yeah, sure you do. You know exactly who. Street pyro.
Cool.
No, shut up. You're just lighting stuff in the street, being a moron. Go blow your hand off. Eventually, he's gonna become 3-Finger Jack and just look like this. Hi guys, I'm back. I throw gang signs with 3 fingers. I'm sorry, I'm being mean. I shouldn't be mean. This is the old F10 coming out. I shouldn't be doing that no more. I'm reformed. I used to be that way in forums when people acted up from Cali. Shouldn't be mean.
Oh, sweet. All right, I think we got one last question before we decide to wrap it up. JAP19, what would be the requirements for California to pass the law? And I do think Phantom is not the place to go shopping. Their prices are higher than most other stores.
So the requirements for, you're asking the full requirements for Cali? I think the full requirements is they need to pass like a ground rule, kind of like Illinois has a gray area rule. That would make it easy to get the footnote in, which would be like, oh God, it'd be like no bar rockets, stuff like that. Because right now you guys have a skyrocket epidemic of stuff coming back down, salute rockets, which is not good. Guys, don't do that. Don't be buying 1.3 stuff and you don't know what it does, and you don't know how long it sat, because that has a shelf life.
Yeah.
You know, when you're starting seeing strobe rockets come back down to the ground, that's they're not supposed to do that. They've been sitting too long and they're just making a profit. Don't buy them. They have a 6-month shelf life. No, the requirements would have to be you need to have the corporates lobby about it. You need to have corporates lobby. Like, you need TNT and Phantom to want to sell cakes and, shells in LA. You need them to lobby it. Because if they lobby it, that opens that door. That opens that floodgate for all the other stuff. Which, I'm not all for the corporate stuff, but they have the most lobbying budget. Think about that. These mom and pops ain't going to have that budget like they have. They have multi-million dollars to go shove in a politician's pocket to make that happen. Those mom and pops ain't got that. Most of these guys are living paycheck to paycheck out of the season. It's not great to say the corporates need to put their nose in it, but for it to be illegal in Cali, that would be a big one, is they need to lobby. In Illinois, I know that was a thing that back in 2001, or is either 2001 or 2004, we got the closest, because Phantom was fighting hard. Coming out of Indiana, they were fighting real hard because people just did it anyways, just like Illinois borders, Missouri, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Indiana, all fireworks states. All legal. And we're not.
Okay.
Yeah, we have weed legal. So the way it would have to be there is, how can they tax it? How can they make revenue? Which I would think would have to be how Cali looks at it. They need the revenue.
Yeah. That's why they partner up with TNT and Phantom so much.
Like, they need the revenue. The revenue would be the attracting factor. The lobbying would be the other factor, and I think it needs to go in steps. I don't think you need to go into, selling rockets and big stuff right off the bat. I think it needs to go like 200-gram cakes, 500-gram cakes, controlled stuff first, and then just go into shells, ball shells, then canister shells, then, shell cakes, like big 500 grams. And then once that happens, you're kind of at that point where it's just legal. Like, there's nothing they can do. It needs to be, there needs to be a lot of common sense law when it comes to that. And that's where a lot of it will be lacking. You'll have a lot less injuries when it comes to that, when things become legal, because then you're not getting somebody that's buying legit 1.3 without knowing. You're getting consumer stuff that is safe, it's been tested. There's a lot of common sense.
Right, definitely.
And that's my view on the requirements. There needs to be a lot of common sense handled with it. and it needs to be done in steps.
Perfect.
Yeah, it is. Jason, you have definitely it is. Point in case, snow blind, you know, the OG don'ts, which aren't 2017, but they're old. Those are 2016. My sisters are from 2011. I mean, good point. That old product will always be around. That's like, oh, old product's gone. No, it's not. There's people that hoard it. I'm a hoarder. I hoard it because I know it's not going to come back. Just like if that cake's gone, I have plenty of them. That's just the one I have in the room. That's the one that's falling apart. That's the ugly one. That's why it's in the room. It's actually not a good thing. But,
awesome, good stuff today, guys. Awesome, good stuff. So I definitely want to thank F10 Pyro for coming back on the channel and sharing us his insights with everything going on in the Pyro world. Is also bringing him back on the channel again as Pyro Elite. Unfortunately, yeah, I also had invited like Bang Bang, his buddy, and also Crazy Steve, Pyrotechnics, but they weren't able to make it today. But
hey,
we had
everybody's
we had
got
a pretty
lives.
good. Hey, I understand that. You know, it's nice to see people have other things going on besides talking and shooting fireworks 24/7. But
I race cars and stuff.
yeah, but make sure you guys check out that F10 Pyro on his YouTube channel. I tried to link him in the description, but it wouldn't let me. So I did leave the link to his channel in the description below.
I'll also comment. You can check out my channel from my comment. I'll comment on this live stream once it's over to let you guys have a look. I don't have any really updated stash videos. I've been very busy, but I do have some pretty good in-depth videos. Some of them are kind of iffy quality. Sometimes, you know, they're 3 a.m. once I get back and stuff.
Definitely true.
And
all right, guys.
They might ban all of them, but if you guys have weed legal, stuff will become legal. Just have faith. It has to be on steps. It has to be a lot of lobbyist money before it does.
Very true. All right, fellas, I want to thank everybody for joining in on this early afternoon on the West Coast. And I know it's probably about 6 o'clock right now.
It's 6:30.
In the Midwest. Yeah, definitely 6:30.
Beer
but
o'clock.
make sure you save this link. Share it with all your friends. I know it takes YouTube about a day and a half or so to fully render it to make it available here on the channel. So thank you guys again for joining Keo Boom Daikin, and also check out my other channel where I do tech reviews, video games, PC and RC stuff on Keo Daikin. That is my regular channel there. Constantly growing, almost at 7,000 subscribers. And I definitely want to thank everybody for joining today. And again, shout out to Iowa Firework Farm Store with Jason Murfield there. He has some more good stuff coming up next year for 2022.
I can't wait to see what he's got. I'm gonna get in contact with him very soon.
Yeah, make sure you do a video on that and tag me in it or whatever.
I need to do a store tour. Every time I try to get one done, I'm always on a time crunch.
Peace. All right, guys. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.